see here. All right, there we go. So we're back. So back to this. If you guys were on the other one, I am going to copy the link and put at the bottom the first stream was cut. Here is the new one. All right, there we go. So back at it. So sorry for the issues there. All right, so we've got that. Let's clear this up. Let's create. I'll wait for more people to jump back on. All right, let's come here. Let me do our limits. 666, 45, 603, 25, 242, 49, and 464, 26. All right, there are the limits for today. Let me get these set up. Thank you all for jumping back over. Sorry to make you have to do that. It's no fun. All right, so let me go here, media. Copy. Let's go here. Let's post these out. Oh, did I post that yesterday? I don't even remember posting that yesterday, so that's quite interesting. I feel like somebody might have, gotten in my system. Copy and post. Boom. All right, let's just see this. Oh, yes, I did post that. That's correct. All right, back at it for today. All right, let's check out. So we don't care about CRH right now. The announcements for today, yeah, we don't have any. Exactly, William. That's exactly what I did when I was furloughed for the second time and laid off. You got it. All right, so CPI, you just go and tap Nancy Pelosi's phone. She made, millions off of what was it, like 275, whatever. So no news coming out for Challenger's job cuts. Ooh, look at that. Job cuts out at 25%. Interesting. All right. How about the other U.S. numbers? No other U.S. numbers. Really, we were supposed to have jobs numbers today. Canceled, right? FOMC, Williams speaking tomorrow, Lagarde speaking tomorrow. So that could be interesting. Let's go to our fear and greed for today. It is a 49. Let's go to crypto fear and greed. That used to be here. Everything's just sort of all messed up, and that's just okay. 51, we still go with the flow and still get it done. 51. Hey, I wonder if I can go here and I can format and condition. No, nah. Let's see. I don't do it on here. Conditional formatting. Apply to range. If it's greater than this, cell, the cell is D29, then paint it red. D29, done. How about for this one, add another rule. If it is less than this, which would be C29, then Green. Done. Aha, look at that. Okay. I'll play with that later. All right. So we got more people back. So we were looking at this. Federal Reserve Act was passed. The public law citations enacted by the 63rd Congress, establishment of the Federal Reserve Banks. So how cool would it be? Let's see that bank. Let's see the bank paperwork, right? It's created the Federal Reserve System consisting of 12 regional banks. So these are all banks. So the SEC, boom, closed, actual government entity. Federal Reserve, not government entity. These are banks, right? So these 12 banks were established, various things. I'm just going to put it right here in the, you guys can read it later. But check it out because it's going to probably enlighten you to see that it is, these are banks, right? So who runs the banks? That would be the chairman. That would be Chairman Powell runs the banks. Are these banks actually in the interest of the U.S.? Right? So central banking, these institutions started with the first and second banks of the states, which were championed by Alexander Hamilton. Okay. Just check it. All right. Let's get into what is moving today. Let's clear this up a bit. These, you know what? I'm not crazy about this font. Let's change up the font here, guys. I don't like the way this looks. Let's just see a different font. Arial. Does that work better? Yes, I like that better. Okay, easier to read. All right, let's clear this. Let's clear this. Let's clear this. All right, so really big movers. We've got FICO score, right? FICO is moving to the upside, massive move to the upside. I'm not going to put it on, but very, very big mover today, 23 million for FICO. We also have FRMI, which is a crazy mover today. New IPO utilities. Let's go here. Not that one. Let's go over here. And FRMI. Yes, I am back. I'm back. I had to start a new stream. FRMI. That's not it. It's a new IPO. FRMI. Fermi. FAFO. First out, first acquired, first out. Oh, got it. Fermo IPO is a risky bet on AI power. Well, there you go. Let's see, do they have the SEC reports here? Financials, profile. Let's go to the profile. They don't have the reports. Okay, anyways. So we can, I'm going to add, I need to know. Let's go to the stock. What is it? FRMI IPO. Yay, everybody seems to be back. Awesome. I want to see Data Watch. Let's see Renaissance. I want to see the actual, why didn't I just do this? S1. That'll tell me how many shares. Sometimes, you know. 3.7 million shares. All right. So proposed initial public offering of 25 million, 30-day option for 3.7 million. Hello, Mohammed. Welcome, welcome. All right, 18 to 22 per share. Fermi. Oh, okay, so we're going to say 25 million there. We'll call it 25 million. Lower float. So this is on the list. GME nerds are starting. Somebody mess with my. So many things going on. Somebody hit my monitor. Let's see. What's going on to GME? Oh, yeah. I see it. It's a nice one, actually. I like this one. So we will add it on. It is in breakout zone above big money. It has the ability to move. So, yeah, it is a good one at this time. And here's the thing. I think that we're going to see that a lot of manipulation can no longer be manipulated. in the market, right? Like silver and gold, thus the silver short squeeze right now, right? If we go to SI silver contracts, this was super heavily manipulated by the banks because they used to hold silver paper contracts, and now it is just skyrocketing. You see, I start talking about stuff and then my mouse freezes, right? It's okay. I will just reboot again. We'll be back here again and again. All right, NVIDIA, our classic, is moving to the upside, 189. NVIDIA, 23.31 billion. And the point of control over here, oops, wrong mouse. Still down here at 177.77. Let's check out Tesla as well, up 8 points or more now. That was. Let's go to Tesla. Oh, that's an interesting one. Tesla versus US dollar. Never even thought about that. How about Netflix? Oops, see, there you go. Now sell-off has started. Point of control is still down here, 33.08. All right. Open. Really, it's still here at 821. Isn't that where we were yesterday? I feel like that's where we were yesterday. We'll put it on because I know that you and others are very much watching open. They have not really done much, right? It's still going sideways. Conditional forebanding. I don't need another roll over there. Okay. Let's check out our down gapping. LAC is still pulling back to the downside. Well, correction, it was to the upside yesterday. But we've got Tesla, downside, LAC. All right, let's put LAC on here. Lithium, America Corp. Forgot what it was. What was it? Do you guys remember? 241, that's right. Point of control has popped above 7.13. Looks like it is a nice short for now. 7.13, there we go. All right. UVXY is below. Yang, UCO, Glaxo. Glaxo taking away some power from Pfizer. 2 billion. I wonder what Johnson & Johnson is doing. Let's see, is this our last earnings here? Nope, I had not put one on. Let's put one on, quick. Whoops, that's over 1 day. Right there, 4014. There we go. Let's look at Johnson & Johnson. Down as well. Let's look at Pfizer. Oh, we hit the 425 on Pfizer. Now it's pulling back. Let's put Johnson & Johnson on. $2.41 billion. Oh, you know what? No wonder it's sounding weird. There's no music. There we go. Oh yeah, I had rebooted, forgot. Got to re-sign in again. All right. Market shutdown would be wild. Somebody posted on Twitter. Yeah, markets are not. Oh yeah, let's also go here. So we have the SEC closed down. New York Stock Exchange, side note, right? New York Stock Exchange, owner Intercontinental Exchange. Okay, let's go to NASDAQ. American Exchange, owner NASDAQ Inc. So let's go a step further. NASDAQ Inc. Who is the owner, right? CEO is Adina Friedman and Adina Robinson Testa. right? She currently serves as the president and the CEO. She was formerly the managing director of the Carlyle Group. Let's go back to, let's see, NASDAQ, one more. Intercontinental Exchange, multinational ICE, and it's publicly traded. The owning of the company is publicly traded. Does that make any sense whatsoever? Jeffrey Sprecher is the chairman and CEO of it. They own 6 clearinghouses. So how much do they ASO? Was founded by Sprecher, ICE was founded by Sprecher and backed by Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, BP. So they all own, they've backed the New York Stock Exchange, and it recently moved to Texas. Why Texas? I'm not sure. Maybe you can answer. Why Texas? All right, let's put on our Johnson & Johnson point of control, 176.44. I should check in. Everything good with sound, audio, video? Let me know if it is not, because, you know, sometimes we get it where it's not. Oh, nice. Okay. Microsoft is continuing down, and Netflix. Costco is down. Let's put Microsoft on. Well, I'm not too happy with Microsoft. It's not working for me today. Nothing. None of it. Will not open. Ooh. Okay. Our daily point of control is below. Most recent one, 5/10/57. Look at that. That looks like bigger selling, right? We just had earnings recently for Costco. Big money's at 917. $442. I wonder about Walmart. Walmart is down as well. Walmart looks like this has better potential for a short going forward. We can see that the TTM squeeze is just about to go down. Right, let's see. We don't have the earnings report on from August 21st, and they sold at 102.41. Yeah, 4.36 billion. There we go. All right, let me tweet out what we're covering. I'm sorry for the delays today with all the technical issues. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta go with the flow, and that is it. All right, let's block that. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's select all. Oh, yes. Let me go backwards. Copy. Let's see if that works. Delete that and copy. Beautiful. All right. Let's go. FRMI. Yes. GameStop, NVIDIA, Tesla, Open, LAC, GlaxoSmithKline, Johnson & Johnson, Microsoft, and Walmart. And our cryptos, put here. I could have just done that. Copy, so much easier. Paste, boom, done. All right, let's get into it. Let's get my props. If you all are new, welcome. If you are not and you're returning, all right, welcome back. So let's go over what I look for, right? I look for the big whales of the market. let's see where they are. We are the little guppy traders, right? So when the whales take all the position, if they move it up, it's going to drive the price action up if they're buying. If they go down, then they were selling. So as an example, Walmart right here, this 102.41 purple line, they sold. Price action is going down. As long as it stays below, we're going to see a drawdown in Walmart. Let's look at the cryptos. Let's see what's going on over there. So I have the daily point of control over here. I've been moving it forward one day at a time, as we will see, because I want to bring it over to October 1st. If we bring it to October 1st, you know what? Forget that. I'm just bringing it to October 1st, right? October 1st now. We're at 1.8. No, I'll bring it down here. I'll bring it to the 25th. We'll do the 25th for all of them. That's where we are. We're above three different. So right now, that is down at 109.432. I will set up the parameters here, 432.85, to figure out our calculations. Let's go to Ethereum daily, and let's move that to the 25th as well. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. 40.20, 40.20, and 55 cents. There we go. Let's go to XRP. Move that to the 25th. I really want it on the 1st, but it's too recent. And the 25th is this bottom down here. We're almost up above everything. 2.86, same thing, 1.9. All right, we need to expand these right here, 2. There we go. All right, what a delay, man. It's like working in dial-up. 25th, boom, 036, 0326 as the big money point of control on the daily for XLM. Let's go to Doge. Let's go Doge. Come on, bring it to the 25th. And we're looking at 0.23. 293. All right. Let's go Solana. Apparently I didn't save it on there. 25th. Boom. Or I did. Aha, there it is. Let's delete that one. All right, the one from the 25th, 196.20. We've got the dramatic music. All right, so let's get into mapping out some trades. Let's look at where we are on the intraday. Bitcoin, we are above 3/4 right now, right? So I would say bull on Bitcoin. If we were to put on a fib of where I think we could go, let's go from here to here. 128.76 is going to be my target for Bitcoin if it continues to move to the upside. So for today, what are we looking at for potential breakout? Let's put this on a 15-minute. So on the daily, I'm looking at where that big money is. On the intraday for a day trade, I'm looking as well. That's going to be the red and yellow right here. So that for today is 118,623 and 88 cents. We need to go above the Camarillas and the pivots up here. I would say 119. Can we do 450? No, we cannot. Let's do 119,500. 119,500. We also had Barron Trump pump of crypto. Oh yeah, he's made 80 billion or 80 million, whatever it is, on crypto. Well, yeah, he's been pumping it. No wonder, right? Let's put these over here. Just a visual thing for me. I would like it right here. All right, so 119 and 119.5. Oh, negative. 118,500 and 119,500. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum, big money point of control for today is intraday is going to be 43.78 and 85 cents. So let's look at a trade here. As they try to solve the problem of the central bank having no money. They have the central bank and then the government writes bills that the people pay for. I'm done paying for that. How about you? I'm done. We don't need the government to pay for banks to have money. No, we don't need that. So the central bank is trying to figure out how to control the money, but they can't anymore. They have shot themselves in the foot running a debt-based system, which is why the gold and silver are moving. They're moving because you will always have the ability to have gold and silver. How about this? DeSantis, gold, and silver. Ron DeSantis is ahead. DeSantis approves the law of gold and silver as legal tender back in May. He knows what's going on. The banks are collapsing and you can use gold and silver. You can always use gold and silver. Therefore, buying gold and silver coins, in my opinion, a great thing. 2.99 for potential long trade on XRP and 2.9550. Big money is at 2.9795. Okay, 2.955, 2.99, 2.9795. All right, let's go to XLM. Everything good? You guys can hear okay? Put it in the chat. I haven't seen anybody on Twitter chatting. Is the Twitter feed okay? Can you guys hear me, see me? Let me know, please. Since I've had other issues today, that'd be awesome if you'd put it on there. All right, XLM is moving to the upside now. 0.41. Hold on, let's put it over here. 0.409. You panned the gold, smelted it to 99% pure and made your own gold coins once. I'm sure that was a labor of love, Willie. Labor of love. All right, you can see right here they created their own bottom, 0.39938 for XLM, so 0.39938. And above 0.409, big money point of control is at 0.403011 today. All right, so we are above. I will set up all of these to show the aboves and belows. And slow on my mouse. What the heck is going on? Great American, Great American. Tesla did it. Delivered 497,000 vehicles. Awesome. Great American, Great American. You and Willie should talk. He is a big Tesla fan. I really like Tesla as well because it's not just a stock company, it's also a battery company, right? That's awesome. Week-long prospecting trip planned in October. William Epperson, where are you going to be prospecting, William? Canada, US, Nevada, Arizona. Just throwing out some ideas. All right, Doge, potential short below 2.2521 and 0.2575. Big money is at 0.25598 today on the intraday for Doge. We are above it right now, testing. All right, Solana, big money is moving to the upside. All right, so over here, let's put up above 228. We got to get above that Camarilla right there. Pivot. Willie Hayes. Yeah, Willie said he had 128 shares of Tesla before a family emergency. Okay. I'm not sure what the family emergency had to do with it, but Cleveland, Georgia. Interesting. All right, we'll put it over here. If you guys have a stock or a crypto you'd like me to check out, tell me about it. I'll put it right here on our checklist of ones to check. All right, 222.80 for potential short on Solana. Big money is at 223.02. Potential long above 228. So 223.02. There we go. That is our crypto segment for today. Here live 8:15 every morning. Some mornings, like today, things get, let's redo that. Things get a little dicey because the computer does not want to work with me. No, we don't need that. All right, there we go. Post that out over here. Boom and boom. I had to sell my Tesla when your dad had a stroke. You didn't work for months. I hear you, Willie. I hear you. Good thing there's the market. All right, let's start looking at our stocks. FRMI today, we have a lower float. Let's put this back on a 3-hour, we'll do 90-minute. All right, so we'll do 90-minute big money point of control over here is 25.93 right at open. So if we look at it on the intraday over here for FRMI, this has 25 million in the float. Daily point of control, 25.93. Short volume, I really don't think we're going to have a short volume here. Why? Because it just opened yesterday, but maybe there were some people that did short it. Okay, yeah, 40%. 40% short volume on FRMI. How about GameStop from yesterday? 59%. Those shorts are starting to feel the pain. All right, let's check out NVIDIA. How about NVIDIA? 40%. Willie's saying, glad I had investments to keep you afloat. Yep, that's what they are great for. And then gold and silver as well. Great for, you know, when the dollar depreciates. 52% short on open there, Willie. Get ready for a fun ride when it starts to squeeze. You know what? For fun, let's go over here. Where was I? Let's also Willie's mind in Oregon, Arizona, Colorado, and North Carolina. Which was the most profitable? All right, I want to check out CDE, 47% as well. PSLV, I'm checking out some silvers. So let's just do that over here. PSLV, PAAS, CDE, BTG, WPM. All right, PSLV is 27%. If you guys have a CDE, 47%. PAAS. Willie, you need to be more specific than just gamma squeeze. What are we talking about? Are we talking about GameStop? Are we talking about open? What are we talking about gamma squeeze? Remember that when when you guys just put out a random word, I don't know exactly what part of conversation you are referring to. All right? All right, so 40%. So we still are having more buying than shorting on the gold and silver stocks. Oh, for fun, let's also do GDX, SLV, 55% short. GLD, 61% short. Do you see this, people? They were short. How about GDX? They are shorting gold. Not now. GDX, gold miners, 40%. Okay, just south, open G, gamma squeeze. Got it, thank you. All right, so let's look at FRMI, back to the stocks. We've got all the short volumes mapped out. Okay, what are we looking at here? This is lower float. This could have a crazy run. Right now, 70% of the volume is between 36.29 and 38.41. I know, right? On GLD, 61% overnight short volume. Let's go back and check it just for a second. Let's go here. GLD. More importantly, what have they been? Look at that. They have been shorting this like crazy for the past 10 days. Last 50 days, 56% short. This is going to have a massive squeeze. Potentially. As long as they keep taking As long as people keep buying it. All right, let's go below 36.20. The commercials tell you what to do in gold or silver. It says gold, buy gold today. They're about to dump it. Yeah. 38.60 and 36.20 for FRMI. 36.20, 38.60. This is lower float, so it does get a caution right here of yellow, because I want you to be aware that is lower float, less than 50 million. All right, let's go to GameStop. If you sell your unwanted gold today, it's gonna run. TRU is TransUnion. Did you mention TRU? Okay, got it. In relation to FICO running, is that why? What's the reason? Lorenzo, just curious, you know, is what it is. I'm just curious. All right, GameStop, big money levels for the intraday. So is there anybody out there trading GameStop that you have long-term shares and you're like, this thing's going to the moon because Roaring Kitty said so? 28 for a potential short and 28.40. Let it get outside of these resistance zones right here and right here. If you were to short, boom, come back, retracement back down to 27.60 potentially. If it breaks out, let's look at the daily over here, potential for it to hit 28.75 and then on up to 29.20 today. In my opinion, do with it what you will. That is my thought. All right, let's go to NVIDIA. NVIDIA, everybody says, where NVIDIA goes, so will the stock market. Well, here's the thing. If you are depending the stock market on one stock, and if that one stock drops, what happened to the fact that they are no longer selling to China, right? Big money right now is at 189.83 for today. Put it below 189.50 or above 190. 189.50 and 190. Big gap to the upside. Tesla, you're selling puts on TransUnion thinking that it's going to go up. Got it. Do you have any coverage if it were to have a major short squeeze, Lorinda? The other way around, if it were to close down. I don't know. Just asking you for your own safety, right? 475 here for Tesla. Had a big squeeze right there. Past 5 minutes. Likely on those numbers reported for delivery of cars, right? Let's put 465 as a potential short level and 475. 465, 475. Now, what you have to remember is the market is irrational. It is manipulated. Don't try to make sense to it. All right, this is the first day that I've seen this really bottom and start to curl up. Looking nicer there, Willie. Looking nicer. All right, 825 for potential long there. Potential short down below 815 over here. All right, 815, 825. 832 above that, even better. Let's put an alert. Set an alert. Add an alert. Crossing up, 835. Create, boom. That's above all these moving averages. Likely would have a nice quick run of $1 up to 983. All right, let's go to LAC. Lithium of Americas. Big money is above. Looks like a nice short here. All right, 688 or below 660. Beautiful. 660 and 688. Big money is above at 713. Let's go to GlaxoSmithKline. Bring these up here. Crazy run up in the past 3 days. Those runs tend to be short. You're looking for it to go higher, 2 to 3 points. Very nice. We will check it out. I promise, Lorenzo, we will check it out. All right, big money on Glaxo is at 45.17 today. Let's put above 45.40 for potential move to the upside or below 44.60 down here. 44.60, 45.40. All right, let's go Johnson & Johnson. Whew, look at that. That's not looking so pretty. It's not looking so pretty. All right. The shorts have hit open with everything they have. Let's see. Shares. Is there a site that you can see shares available to short a stock? Aha. Shortable stocks for details. Open. Oh, you have to log in to check it. All right, disregard. 2 Johnsons. All right, Johnson & Johnson pulling back, let's say above 185.60. No, correction, 185.81. Let's let it prove itself, get back up there or below 184. All right, let's go to Microsoft. Microsoft is above big money right now. However, it is a lit. We pulled back to the 4 already. So maybe this will continue to move to the upside. We shall see. We shall see. Kind of feels like to me like they're popping it to sell it all the biggies. But I could be completely wrong. Just don't stay on the wrong side, right? All right, 518 and 519.50. Let's go to Walmart. All right, Walmart, we are pulling back a bit here. Walmart, bigger money in the big picture is above us at 102.41. Let's go above 101.80 for potential long trade or below 101.50. 101.80. There we go. Let's go to TransUnion. Let's check out MicroStrategy and Coin as well. All right, TransUnion. You think this is going to bounce, you're saying. All right, let's check out where the big money is also located for 2 earnings quarters. Let's put the first one here, second one here. So 89.93. Looks like they've sold. Yes, it's a bit overextended. However, it might move down to 6 to 70 before we get a bounce, in my opinion. Right now on the day trade over here for potential, I'd say above 75, potential move to the upside, or if it goes below 72.50, I would cover those puts, in my opinion. Just saying. All right, let's go to MicroStrategy. Also, remember, we need to see what stocks are invested in Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, Tesla, Coinbase. Let's see here. Here we go. 15. I will take that and I will tweet that out. Wall Street companies invested in BTC, and when it moves, affects their stock price as well. So Tesla has it. You have all of these posted out. There we go. You know what? I'll adjust that after we finish the live and put the tickers in. Okay, great. Let's come back over here. Let's look at the Dow. Let's come over It did not stay on there. Interesting. It's the only one. All right, 461.70. I need to move this up. Oh, 461. Yeah, 70 today. Okay. CDE moving up. Oh, I didn't map out the trade. Silly me. Silly me. All right, let's come on over here. Let's bring this here like this, like this. Big money is at 464.26. We could put it up above 464.20 or a short, very narrow already for today. 463, we could put it right, 463.79. 463.79 and 464.20. All right, let's go to Russell. Russell 239.29 is that level to watch. You're welcome, Lorenzo. Hope you profit bigly. All right, the Russell right now, big money is at 243.64 on the daily. Let's put above 243.86 or below 243. Hey, actually below 242.95. 242.95 and 243.86. Are they gonna 86 the Russell? All right, the Qs. Remember, what stocks are there that are tied to Bitcoin? Which ones of those are in the Qs? How much is the price action of the NASDAQ related to the price action of Bitcoin? That's a good question. I might have to do some research on that. Let's put it 605.20. 605, no, negative. 605.80. Did you hear about the guy that choked to death on his Viagra? What happened, Willie? 605.80. He died with a stiff neck. Awful, awful. No, it's good. 607.40. All right, and let's go to the SPY. All right, SPY. That has not moved yet. We hit the 670 that I said, hey, I think we're going to hit 670 before we go down. So wouldn't be surprised if we see a gravestone doji at the top up here today. Let's see where our close is. If we close below where we closed yesterday or below the 4 at 667.40, likely going to see a downward turn coming into the next week. It's the boy that cried wolf scenario so far with the shutdown. Everybody anticipates, oh yeah, this is normal. This is normal for the government to shut down, right? It's normal. One per day. Not sure. Are you talking about personal experience there, Willie? All right. I hope you have an amazing trading day. Carpet Profit sees those profits one trade at a time. I'll see you all tomorrow morning at 8:15. Hopefully my Excel spreadsheet will be working. I will troubleshoot that and get that figured out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all had an amazing day. Don't just have a good day. Have a great day.